guys, and welcome to my classroom. So this is where it all goes down for me and where I make that money, honey. Thank you so much for joining me for another video where I hope that I will be helping you on your online ESL journey. Okay, so for today, I will be sharing my top 5 most used props in my classroom. So along with these top 5 props that I've bought, I am also going to be sharing with you alternative ways that you can get creative, get a bit of your crafting and DIY on so that you can come up with innovative ways and creative ways to save some money instead of buying these props. Okay, so let's go. So starting with number 5, I would say flashcards. Yes, these work really well when you are teaching letter sounds. Also just for visual learning, because we are aware that students grasp the concept better when they see what you are teaching them. So this is what I bought at a later stage, but when I started off, I made my own. This is just an idea of some of the cards that I made, some of the flashcards. This, as well as shapes and numbers. There's a lot that you can do, but I would say make sure that it is clean, make sure that you're using cardboard or clean paper, and cut the lines straight. You know, you want it to look quite professional, but you can also save some money. Number 4 is puppets. Guys, these guys can be so helpful when you are dealing with a really shy student. I had to go an entire lesson teaching a really shy student that refused to interact with me. I had to go an entire lesson teaching a puppet. I had to be innovative and come up with a plan, and it worked. I got a really good review from the parent. So these guys can be very helpful. I would recommend that you buy some puppets. If you don't have puppets on hand, which most of us don't, I would recommend that you use a teddy bear. I started just using a teddy bear and it works just as well. Okay. Number 3 is a microphone. So this is so helpful. Besides using it obviously for singing, you can use it to prompt your students to speak. So you would just put the microphone in the camera and your student knows that it's their turn to repeat after you, or it's their turn to speak. Instead of just using the TPR of cupping your ear, which I definitely do recommend, this also is very helpful. Okay, so if you don't want to buy a microphone, which by the way I only got later on, I just happened to find it in a random shop in one of the junk baskets. I think the cable or whatever was missing and I just got it. But starting off, what I done was crafted my own microphone. I will put a picture up for something that can give you an idea of making your own microphone. All you will need is some foil, some paint, those cardboard toilet roll holders, and some sellotape. And you will be well on your way to making a microphone, all on your own. Save that money. Number 2, so important, is rewards. As you can see behind me, I have a magnetic board that I have stars on, and I have just hot glued some magnets at the back of these stars, and every time the student does a good job, I pop one of these stars on there and they have earned a star. So you really need to encourage your students along the way throughout the lesson, but sometimes the stars are overdone. So alternatively, you can use something like fish tanks. I got this fish bowl where I add sea creatures into dolphin that's also got some hot glue and a magnet. I pop that on every time they do a good job. I have a whole lot of sea creatures that fit in this little fish bowl. Besides that, there is unicorns, there is soccer balls. I score a goal for the boys. I have princesses for girls. I have superheroes for boys. The options are endless. But if you do not have the means to laminate and magnets and all of these 12 things, you can do what I done when I started. I just used a mason jar or any jar, and I popped a sweet into it every time my students done a good job. I also done that with marbles, and also I got one of my old wooden jewelry boxes, and it was a treasure chest. So every time my student done a good job, I put a coin in it, and that was their way of earning their reward for the lesson. And this really keeps the students happy, and it keeps them interacting with you so much better. Okay? Number one, I saved the best for last, guys. This is a must if you are becoming an ESL online teacher. Ta-da! The old faithful whiteboard and marker. So this I would recommend that you buy, obviously. It's not very expensive, but this is definitely what I use the most, if not in all of my lessons actually. It's really my go-to prop. Okay? Come to the end of the video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that I helped you get an idea of the things that you should invest in at first or make at first, starting off, especially for your demo lesson. These are the things that I would definitely say are mostly used. So thanks for joining me. Thank you so much for the kind words and the emails and just the encouragement. I'm so glad that I can help so many of you, and I will be bringing you more videos soon. I have some suggestions from some of my viewers in my email, so be sure to be on the lookout for those. I will see you soon. Bye.